right, so now we're gonna clean up this surface over here. I got the intake manifold gasket surfaces cleaned up, so now we're gonna install our intake manifold. So here comes our intake manifold. We're gonna install it just like that. Okay, so our intake manifold is installed. So now I'm gonna get the intake manifold bolts started. We got all the bolts for the intake manifold started. We're gonna torque the intake manifold bolts to 85 inch-pound. So this one is torqued. So now we're gonna torque this one over here. All right, I'm gonna torque all the bolts off camera and then I'll bring you guys back up. I have tightened all the bolts for the intake manifold. So now we're going to install our fuel rails. I'm gonna install the fuel rail that goes over here first. So at this point we just have to make sure that everything is lined up, everything gets bolted down, So at this point, everything I'm about to do is the reverse process of the removal process. So I'm gonna make sure that everything is routed properly, and after that we should be good to go. So I'm gonna make sure that these tubes are routed properly back here. Okay, where is the other glow plug wire? Okay, so we got the glow plug wire connected. So at this point it's just a matter of routing all these wires and tubes properly. Okay, very good. So now we're gonna start installing our fuel injector tubes. Alright, now we're gonna install the fuel rail that goes on the driver's side. So I'm gonna connect the electrical connectors of our glow plugs. All right, so we got the fuel rail installed. So now I'm gonna install the fuel line that goes over here on top of the rail. So we got these guys tightened. All right, so we're good to go. We got our glow plugs connected. So now we're gonna start reconnecting our fuel lines to the injectors. All right, so everything is coming back together slowly and surely. All right, so we are making progress. We're almost done. So now I'm gonna remove this gasket. We have it, so we might as well replace it. So here is our new gasket. All right, so now we're gonna install our throttle body here. We replaced the gasket. So now what's next? The next step is installing the inlet tube that goes over here. All right, so I got the throttle bolts started. So I'm going to tighten these two bolts. All right, we are almost done. I'm gonna tighten this clamp over here. So now this one is gonna go over here. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put coolant in the cooling system. So here's the coolant that we're gonna put in the cooling system. Alright guys, we put coolant in the cooling system. So now I'm gonna lift up the vehicle so I can drain the oil. When you do this job, it's recommended to do an oil change. I'm gonna drain the oil, and after that I'm gonna bring you guys back up so we can put new oil in the engine, and then we're gonna start the engine. We put everything back together. I have drained the oil out of the engine. I put new fresh oil in the engine. We put coolant in the cooling system. So now we are ready to start the engine. So let's double check everything and make sure that everything is reconnected. Okay, so we're good to go. So now let's go in the vehicle so we can start the engine. Alright guys, we have put everything back together. I drained the engine oil. I filled up the engine with new oil off camera. We have put coolant in the cooling system, so we're good to go. So now let's make sure that everything is reconnected. We got everything back together. So now let's start the engine. So now let's go in the vehicle so we can start the engine. So it is the moment of the truth. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the engine started. So right there, as you can hear, the engine just started. So right there, as you can hear, the engine just started. Right there, as you can hear, the engine started. We don't have a light on the dash, so that's good. So now let's go under the hood and do a visual inspection. So the engine is running great. The engine sounds good. We don't have a leak anywhere. So this is good. We're good to go. This is fixed, guys. We're good. Let's look under the vehicle and see if we have a leak there. There are no leaks under the vehicle. We're good to go. This bottle over here is overflowing. Now I left this open because we might have air in the system, so that the air is going to burp out as the engine is running. So this is good. We're good to go. So it's getting late over here. I'm gonna stop here for now. I'm going to drive the vehicle outside. I will bring you guys back up tomorrow morning so we can wrap up this video. We might have to take it on a test drive first before we wrap up this video, okay? Alright guys, it's getting late over here. I'm gonna turn off the engine. I will drive the vehicle outside. I will bring you guys back up tomorrow so we can take this vehicle on a test drive, and after that we're gonna wrap up this video. I'm sure this is fixed. We're good to go. We did a great job. So I will bring you guys back up in the morning so we can test drive the vehicle, and then we will end this video. So see you guys in the morning. All right guys, it is the next day. I did test drive the vehicle off camera. The vehicle drives great and we don't have a leak anywhere around the engine. Everything is good. So now let's start the engine one more time before we wrap up this video. So we did a great job. So as you can hear, the engine is running. So the engine is running, the engine sounds good. We don't have a leak around the engine, so we're good to go. I checked the coolant level off camera. The coolant level is good. We have enough oil in the engine. We don't have a leak under the vehicle, so we're good to go. This is fixed. We did a great job. So now let's turn off the engine so we can wrap up this video. So we are done. This is good. So this is how you remove and replace the engine oil cooler on this Audi Q7. All right guys, that's it. I'm gonna leave this right over here. This is how you remove and replace an engine oil cooler on this 2014 Audi Q7 with a 3.0 liter engine. I hope you liked the video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, give it a thumb down. But if you do, you gotta tell me why so we can make better videos in the future. If this is your first time here, subscribe to the channel. ring the bell so you can get notified every time I upload a new video. If you have any comments, questions, criticism, leave them in the comment box. Thanks for watching. See you next time.